What will change in your life if your current salary was doubled? My anxiety about possibly losing my job would double. Literally everything. I could get a car, I could save money for a pension/retirement, I could fix my washing machine, fill my fridge, the list is endless. Alternatively, I could work just 2.5 days a week for the same money. I'm lucky to make just enough to afford the things I need and a little extra to treat myself occasionally. If my salary were to double, I'd have enough to finally start saving so I can hopefully retire early enough on my savings. My salary was halved thanks to COVID. I started a new job a few months before stay-at-home orders that paid 1.5x what I had been making for a year. I quickly was able to pay off my debts, didn't worry about my bills, and was starting to save a lot to upgrade my life. Then everything shut down, my position was eliminated, and I'm working a job that pays exactly half of what I was making before. I'm sorry bro, hang in there and I hope you get back to your good salary soon. I would be able to get my teeth fixed, and my car's windshield replaced, and the tags/license plates paid for, and the inspection, and some body work done on it, and I would also be able to pay for a gym membership for my granddaughter and self, and I could get new glasses. I could also afford to have my children visit me by buying tickets for flights. Not all at the same time, but monthly? Double income for even a few months would make a major difference. Honestly, all of my stress would immediately go away. When I think about things in my life that worry me or stress me out, it's all money related. I know I would find other things to worry about, but it would be so nice to not have that burden. It's funny how it works though. Maybe you're different, but many people will just spend more and still be stressed about money. It's just as easy to be stretched to your limit financially on a 100k as 50k, people just buy better stuff. I was amazed at the start of COVID how many people were lining up in luxury SUVs to get food assistance. They literally didn't have enough to buy food like 6 weeks into the pandemic but were driving $50,000 cars. Not meant as a personal attack since I have no idea what you would do with more money, but it's interesting to think about. I know what you mean. It's interesting to me too because I know people who live in $400k plus houses, really nice for my area, but they have times where they just barely make ends meet. I think way more people are stretched beyond their means than we realize. One big eye-opener was realizing how many people are in crazy credit card debt. In my city, there's a very wealthy affluent area that everyone knows people who live there have money. I recently learned that area/neighborhood also has the highest concentration of credit card debt in my city as well. I'd have a nicer car and a nicer house. I'd ask to cut my hours in half. Smart person right here. I'd move away in 1 year instead of 3 years. I might be able to afford a home, house, condo, tiny home, within 1.5-hour drive of where I work. Oh damn. I'd start saving more and start picking up some of my parents' monthly bills. I'd still have money left over, so I think I would also start looking for a more spacious apartment. I'd be able to pay for my mom's cancer treatment as opposed to have her worrying constantly about money as well as cancer. I actually just had this happen. Went from 74 to 140. I'm not really sure yet as it hasn't fully hit me. My last day at the old gig was last week. I suppose I can pay off my 30k of remaining student debt in less than a year and start paying on my fiance's. We've also talked about after some babies, maybe she goes part-time. Though I do work from home as well. I can buy a bigger car maybe? Currently in a 10-years-old Elantra. I would advise you to live like you got a 25% raise instead of a 100% raise and put the rest towards retirement/savings. Geez, not worry about money. Money causes me such anxiety sometimes. Just trying to pay regular bills. My salary doubled, I wouldn't have to worry about anything. Yeah, you would. You would just have to worry about different things. I'd rather worry about my accountant doing my taxes right, if my pool is clean enough, or if my stocks are doing okay, rich people problems, than how will I feed my family or pay the rent, poor people problems. One is a minor inconvenience and the other will literally keep you up all night worrying. Buy even more shit I don't need. This is the actual answer for 90% of people. What do you mean I don't need an RTX 3090 Ti? I'd be able to actually fucking live. I'd get newer thongs and keep my bills paid for 3 months. Thongs? Things. I'd buy socks without being stingy XD. I could actually live decently. I still wouldn't have to worry about Biden's proposed tax increases. My income-based repayment plan on my student loans would go through the roof. It would go from $0 to $0, so I'd basically just sit in a corner and cry for a few minutes. Everyone is on hard times right now. I'm going to personally triple your salary. Retire sooner. 0 plus 0 equals 0. I am a young teenager. This is happening to me right now. December 1st I start a new job making double the money. I have a new apartment lined up on riverfront property with a huge deck and tons of light. I plan to set up the spare bedroom as a workshop and indulge some hobbies that I haven't had the time, money or space to do in my current situation. I can have my girlfriend, a healthcare worker, at my apartment without worrying about infecting the elderly family members I live with right now. I plan on buying a new car to replace my 13-year-old Accord with $250,000 miles in the next 6 months or so. TL, doctor, this is happening to me and I'm using the salary to drastically improve my own quality of life. Literally everything, and that would still only be $60,000. Retire more than twice as fast. Yep, retirement savings would go from 15% of current paycheck to 115%. Suddenly the snowball effect where your retirement investments outpace your paycheck gets a lot closer. That is some wishful thinking. Lifestyle inflation is a thing. You make more money, suddenly you want a better apartment, nicer clothes, better booze at happy hour, etc. It creeps up too. I'd be able to pay my bills without having to do a monetary dance every month. Hashtag I will be able to buy more apples when I go grocery shopping. Pay the Honeycrisp Mafia dues.